My name is Kiwana McClung, and I am an associate professor in the School of Architecture and Design at the University of Louisiana at Lafayette. It felt really good to be recognized. I don't really do it for recognition. I like, spending time with my students and helping and seeing them grow. I really love teaching. It feels like I can do what I love, design and all of that, but I can also help other people become designers. And I can also just be a mentor. I can be an inspiration to get them to see that, yes, you can do this.
Kiwana's work in service and leadership is extraordinary. She's an inspiration to the students look up to her, the faculty trust her.
We're so involved with our students, and so I will take the time to get to know my students. Just ask them a few questions, find out what's going on in your life, who are you? And I find that when I do that, it's easier to get the best out of them. And I think the most gratifying thing about that is just seeing them grow as students.
She reinvigorated our NOMUS chapter, which is the National Organization of Minority Architects, and those students have become amazing leaders in the school and in the college. And she's an example to them of what they can become.
When I was a student, I was a NOMUS member, so I was asked to be the advisor for that group, and I was very excited. A lot has been going on, so many different projects. I can sit here and talk forever about them, but I think what it all comes down to is becoming the advisor to that organization, and being challenged to kind of help them figure out what their place is in this profession, actually helped me figure out what my place is.
Because of her and her work and her students and their work, we can have conversations about inclusion and equity in the built environment that we never had before.
I try to understand that the students are coming to us as full people. Like, I don't want a blank slate. You know who you are, you've experienced the built environment. So, just like, who are you and what do you want to bring to this profession?
A lot of the passion of young people today is about social justice and about how we can make the world a better place. And Kiwana's right there with them. She connects them with local community partners, so that the NOMUS group does, outside of their normal school work, they will design more things. They will help local nonprofits with their design needs. It's really remarkable how much work these students do under Kiwana's tutelage.
What it does is it allows the students to realize that the classroom environment, it's a simulation. But when you get out into the community, now you're dealing with real people, real issues, real conditions. And so it causes you to think a little bit more about, how do I fulfill these people's needs? How do I work within these conditions?
Kiwana leaned in, and she became essential to all of us.
I really got involved in curriculum development here in our department. So developing courses that address diversity issues and equity issues in the environment, social issues. If we understand those things, we can be better designers and we can be more responsive. And also just to kind of get them to advocate a little bit more for those who have accessibility issues, those who might have mental issues. I want my students to understand that some of those codes and regulations that we have to follow, while they may seem like they're a pain and they're getting in the way of your beautiful design, they actually protect people and make the built environment accessible to everyone.
Kiwana is a model citizen. She is thoughtful, she's caring, she listens, and she has a very strong point of view. We're extremely proud of Kiwana and of the students that she mentors.
I definitely need to thank all of my NOMUS students. They have been so amazing, and this wouldn't even be possible. I wouldn't even be winning this without them. I would definitely like to thank everyone in my department. My dean, Michael McClung, he's always been so supportive. Since I was a student. I would like to thank Carrie Smith. She's been so supportive as well. And I have so many colleagues that are supportive in this department, and I want to thank all of those people and all of my other colleagues who I didn't name in the department. And I definitely want to thank my husband, oh God, and all of my other family, my mom and dad, and all of those people.
Kiwana, we're so proud of you, and we're so proud of all the work you do for us and for our students day in and day out. I can't think of anyone that's more deserving of this award than you.
even though there's a lot of leadership, there's a lot of service going on, there's a lot of mentorship going on, there's also just a lot of teaching and a lot of other academic things going on in my life and in my career that I feel are very important. And I'm really happy that it ended up this way, that I was able to carve out this career for myself.